only love can do that. Violence is the loss or abuse of the incompetent. Today, we gather to discuss a timeless issue, the violence and the non-violence. On one hand, violence has been employed throughout history to challenge oppressive regimes and secure freedom. On the other hand, non-violent resistance have proven effective in bringing about transformative change without any clashes. Let us examine the merits and the drawbacks of each approach.
Good morning to all. My name is Sarvanaya. Now going to start from the violence named Janani Street.
Good morning, I am P.D. Sanishri from 8th Alissa. Today I am going to share some points of violence. Violence is not only doing terrorism challenge, it is also used in making self-defense for us and defense for others. For example, the soldiers of our country fight against the British to get the freedom of our country in a violent way. Do you understand why the violence is very important for us?
Yes, my friend Janani said that she was supported for violence. Violence only leads to harm and suffering. It was not the real way for all solution. In my hand, violence makes the results of harm and suffering. On the other hand, non-violence gives peace and understanding. We must choose love over hate, destruction over solution.
My dear friend Lakshana, I agree your points. Do you know about our Indian history, Jordan Wallabag Matthew? Our Indian people followed non-violence protest in the Jordan Wallabag. On the April 13, 1999, the British troops fired on unarmed Indian protest in Amritsar, Jordan Wallabag. Thousands gathered to protest British colonial rule. The General ordered the soldiers to shoot without covering over the 379 steps, where the trampled and wanted to escape. This brutal act overloaded against the British rule. Indian struggles for independence against momentum. In case our people take the weapon of violence, Jordan Wallabag Matthew never happened in our Indian history, and we did not lose our violence is the only solution to get anything to my hand.
Yeah, because without violence we can't get freedom from British.
Yeah, I agree. A warm good morning, Monica present here and speak about non-violence on this debate. Non-violence is the personal practice of anything in this world. Non-violence is the strongest weapon for anything. The only one person who fight against violence, the father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi followed truth on his Satyagraha movement. Non-violence is the first weapon for all and everything. It is the peaceful weapon for us.
To gain self-government, in theory, if there is sufficient non-violence developed in any single person, he should be able to discover by the means of combating violence, no matter how widespread or so within his jurisdiction.
Powerful and just weapon. It is indeed a weapon which cut without wondering and ignoble. The man who waited delivering a speech at the auditorium of University of also is 1969 Martin Luther King said Gandhiji led a long and successful non-violent struggle against British in India.
Violence can bring faster results, especially in self-defense or pain. Non-violent methods fail. Some revolutions succeed through violence. Violence may be necessary to protect oneself or others from harm. Many revolutions succeed through violence. Some argue violence is required to overthrow oppressive regimes.
Yes, I agree. When we use the weapons in that place, we lost more things like manpower, energy, and environment damage, and also cannot get clear solution for all those things.
Yeah, it's a good point.
racism to build more democratic values. Thank you.
Good afternoon to all. I am very happy to share my points. Here my friends have registered their points about violence and non-violence. In one hand, if I take violence means I can face many things like terrorism, child abuse, self-defense. For example, our Indian army without their violence, how we are happy and safe life in our country. Well, in non-violence is a powerful weapon and it is a good and it is more effective than violence because non-violence is a building and maintaining a culture of peace is shared challenge for humankind and it is can be evolved. Violence can cause depression, insecurity and it gives physical injuries and it is can lead to a loss of self-confidence and self-esteem. Thank you to all.
Pleasant morning everyone. Today, welcome to today's debate on violence versus non-violence. Our speakers will tackle the controversial questions. Is the violence ever justified or non-violence only the right path? Let's engage in a thoughtful discussion and evaluate the argument and evidence. Let's start.
Okay, now let's see. We have separated violence team and non-violence team. Violence team, they are going to share their points like Subhash Chandra Bose, and from non-violence team, they are going to share their points like our leader Mahatma Gandhi. So let us see.
Good morning to all. My wonderful topic is non-violence. Non-violence is the principle of avoiding harm to any living being mentally or physically. It teaches us to solve problems through dialogues, not aggressive. The example for non-violence is Mahatma Gandhi used non-violence to gain independence for India from British rule. Thank you.
I accept this point. Violence is a relatively common type of human behavior that occurs thought out the world. Cherokees Gandhi was the good example of violence. In our ways, non-violence is not a weapon of weak. It is a weapon of strong.
1 minute. I will ask a question to you. In your life, you all the time you will be a non-violence person.
In some situations, we manage a non-violence or violence people.
Wait a minute. I will ask another question. You are walking in a street. There really one street dog come and bited you. What do you do?
We have self-defense. Our duty is to be big.
I will ask. Wait a minute, man. In your nearby, some stick or the stones, they can beat the doggy. You are beaten or not. I not only said you, included me in our world, all the members have to do that like only. Because they want to save their life.
I already said it. We are saying a self-defense. It is not include our violence. It include in non-violence.
It's okay.
Okay, that's a good point. It's like a real debate. Boys are doing well. And what's the next point from violence team or non-violence team? You continue with any point.
Please wait. I will say a story for that asked Dharanish. 1 minute. I will say a story. Please listen. Once upon a time, there was a small village in the heart of the India. In this village, there was a group of boys gathered some stones and they were throwing at the street dogs. The street dogs were whimpering in pain. On that time, a young boy came and he immediately ran toward the boys and how to stop them. But they ignored the Raj. Raj wanted to do something for the street dogs. Raj remembered his grandfather teaching about ahimsa, which means non-violence, and how it can bring peace and harmony in the world. Raj gathered some of his friends and gathered a group called Animals Lover Club. He started feeding dogs every day and gave them place from in
okay, I'll accept your point. Do you know the ram was bited by dog?
I didn't say Ram was bited by dog.
But the students are throw the stones into their dog.
Yes, he will play. That's why he is going to stop.
It's okay, good point.
Thanks.
Okay, good point told by non-violence team and opposed also spoken. Then what is next point?
Violence is very important to protect the human rights.
Non-violence is the powerful to solve your problems to peacefully. It is a not sign of strength, not weakness.
Recently, I read a newspaper in a district of Tugukudi. The members of street did not pay the land tax. The land officers get the land records from the people. The family members go and ask the officers give the records peacefully. They asked peacefully. They did not give. They called the street members and go and asked violence. They gave the land records to them. Thank you.
Any other point from non-violence team?
Violence is more effective than non-violence because it is rooted in the immorality. Without provocation, it is immoral and injustice.
I oppose these points. I want to say that Mahatma Gandhi also violence present. How it means the salt satyagraha was imposed by Mahatma Gandhi. The salt was taken throne by British. The throne is the violence persons.
No, he was not a violence person. He was a non-violence person.
I not only said Mahatma Gandhi. The Mahatma Gandhi is a violence person. I accept that. The many of people support the Mahatma Gandhi, so that only we get a freedom.
Okay, I accept.
Mind it, we are not bought the freedom. They only give the freedom. If we are in violence, we are forgot who we are.
No man, it's a wrong. We are support to the Gandhi. We take more violence. That only we get a freedom.
Non-violence is only one powerful tool to solve our social evils on many problems.
Violence is an important thing in our life. Do you know?
Non-violence is not a garment to put on and offer well.
So okay, accept your point.
Okay.
Any points from both sides?
By embracing non-violence and promoting peaceful solutions to your problems.
Violence also do our problems. Violence is a very important thing in our life. Do you know?
Yes, I know. Sit down.
Strong. Subhash Chandra Bose was in non-violence. The British told Bhagat Singh to put in death penalty. The Subhash Chandra Bose asked to Gandhi, we need to protest against the British, but the Gandhi told we need to go on ahimsa route. So the Bhagat Singh removed his ahimsa cap and weared Hitler's cap and went to the head of army. Thank you.
Okay, we are in happy world and we are in busy world. We must know about that. Then we are in one circle. We should know that. But if we see out of this, our country, India, there is a lot of problems are happening there. From 2019, you are very aware of that. Russia and Ukraine war still it is going. They are not going freely outside of their home and schools. They are not enjoying, but they are sitting under the fans, lights, everything. So, if we take example, if we take this pain, the good thing is we can write lot of things and we can use in a good way. It is also called non-violence. And if we take this pen as a bad thing, we can do some other, we can stab others also. That is like a non-violence, violence. So it depends on our minds. It depends on human thinking. If we want to do anything wrong, we can do that, or we are not supposed to do that. So my suggestion is, this debate is going to conclude in a neutral way. Be a happy person and lead a happy life and enjoy your